Good evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the BACC First Annual Black Tie Gala Benefit. And I'd also like to welcome and thank our presenting sponsor, Herb Chambers. For those that don't know me, I'm Cheryl Schaffman, one of the organizers of the gala, also the chairperson for the Relay for Life of Burlington, and one of the 6 benefiting charities who make up the BACC Charitable Foundation. The Black Tie Gala has been a vision of the Chamber for some time, and we are thrilled to have you all here tonight to see that vision come true. This evening would not be possible without an amazing team of people. I'd like to thank Sonia Rollins, Executive Co-Chair, President Rick Parker, Executive Administrator Janet Bucheri, Marketing Associate Katie O'Connor, and Chamber Ambassador Brenda Cahoon for making this gala possible and making everything so beautiful for all of you. I also need to thank the business community. We're very fortunate here in Burlington. The business community in Burlington has always been very supportive of the charitable community. The BACC Charitable Foundation will only strengthen that bond. The Boston Burlington Marriott and General Manager Mark Young are great partners of the Chamber of Commerce and a strong supporter of Burlington Charities. Please welcome Mark Young, General Manager and BACC Board Member, to share a few words with you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Boston Marriott Burlington. We are so honored to host this first annual BACC Charitable Foundation Black Tie event benefit. And we hope there will be many more to follow after this. My wife and I recently moved to Burlington, and we have put our roots down here and hope to be here for many, many years. So, and thank you all for adopting me on such short notice. And I look forward to meeting more of you throughout the evening. I also want to introduce tonight Bob Buckley and Sonia Rollins, who need no introduction, but I'd like to ask them to come up to the stage. Thank you.
Will you look at the outfit next to me? Is he not spectacular, or is he not spectacular?
In about 3 hours, I'll let you know what's under me.
It's a go big or go home year. That's what it is. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sonia Rollins of Exit Premier Real Estate. I serve with Bob Buckley, a senior partner of Reamer and Bronstein, as your co-chairs for the Burlington Area Chamber of Commerce, both our charitable foundation as well as the board itself. On behalf of the board, we'd like to welcome you this evening. Before we start the discussions of the evening, I do want to just quickly say Cheryl was quick to thank everybody around her. A round of applause for Cheryl Schaffman, who did a spectacular job. If there's one thing I can promise you over and over again, if Cheryl is involved in an event, I can sleep at night. I know the details are going to happen. She's done great work for the Relay, as other charities have, but we could not have pulled this off without her. So thank you, Cheryl.
Before I say a few words, I'd like to introduce some of the people we have in the audience that are town officials. John Petrin, town administrator. And his lovely wife, Kim. There you go. Our distinguished fire chief, Steve Yetman. Marge McDonald from Council on Aging. Patrick Larkin from the Assistant Superintendent of the Burlington Schools. We have some former people. Some of these people, I don't know how they got through the door, but former selectman Gary Giannino. And his lovely wife, Liz. former selectman, select person, I'm sorry, man, Sonia Rollins. A former school committee member, Mike DeSimone. And last but not least, the former town administrator, Bob Mercier. In his much better half, Rose. No, in all seriousness, and before I get serious, Herb, over, I don't know how many years you've been here, but you've always been a member of the community. You've always been very gracious with your time, your resources, and I'll tell you a little story to show you how good an operation Herb Chambers is. This summer, my daughter was getting married in Milwaukee. And I was on the way to the airport. I had 2 hours to jump on a plane, and I had bought a car from your fine Porsche dealership, and I had a problem. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss the plane. I'm not gonna get there. I pulled in, and in 5 minutes, Samantha, who works for you at Burlington, had me in a loaner, and I made the plane. So for that, my daughter and I thank you. But for those of us who go way back, I mean, it's entities like the various Herb Chambers dealerships and the other business participants in the community that make this community a great community to live, work, and play in. And I just can't thank everyone enough for coming here. With Sonia and I don't know how this germinated as an idea, but it was sitting around, I think it was 15, 20 years ago, there was an affair like this. And
Not an affair, but
a gala.
he's wearing a skirt and talking about affairs.
But it was a wonderful gala, and we were sitting around, and if those who have listened to me in the last 4 or 5 years will attest to, I've been trying to say, we've got to have something that defines this community, that really shows what a great community it is, and let's step up the game. And this was this was Sonia and Cheryl's idea. Where's Cheryl? It was Cheryl's idea, and I said, let's do it. And you know, for a kickoff event, it's tremendous. The cause is tremendous. I mean, I'm a firm believer, if you work in a community, you have a moral obligation to give back to the community. And I think that all the sponsors here tonight have attest to that. And I can't thank you enough, because, you know, we're gonna make this community great again. Thank you.
I'll tell you what, he's living on the edge all day today. I love it. Thank you, Bob. All right, we'll keep on moving, because I know you want to hear from someone other than me. This event tonight is a leap of faith. So Bob talked about it a lot. We believe at the Chamber, and we believe as business people in the community, that you need to give back to your community. Burlington is no exception to that rule. We also know, those of us who've lived in this community or worked in this community long enough, 66+% of your tax base is coming out of the business corporations, and we are fortunate. I want to make no mistake, I'll say it again, we are fortunate to have those businesses in this community with us. They are not only helping with the tax base and helping offset things, they are helping us with charitable foundations and different charities throughout the community, and we couldn't be more grateful for that support. A leap of faith in that we knew that when you do a first annual of anything, you're not quite sure how it's going to come out. You take that leap and you hope that people will come, and you hope that it's going to come across right and that sponsors will do the right thing. And very true to the Chamber and very true to the way things work, that is exactly what happened. We were fortunate that not only did we as a committee take a leap of faith, but our sponsors took a leap of faith, in that they understood that giving back to their community is critical. It's a leap of faith that charities do, quite frankly. When you think about people who run charities, they are not quite sure if they're going to get the reception they need when they're stepping forward, and when they're looking for a need for a different group, irrelevant of what the group is, a different group and the need that they have. They take a leap of faith that they are going to be able to convince people of that need in the community. And our charities tonight have done it, and you'll hear about it and see it in the video. The sponsors that we'd like to thank tonight on the suite sponsor side: Leahy Hospital and Medical Center, Exit Premier Real Estate, Fitness Together sponsored our mobile photo booth. If you haven't done it, you should, it's fun. The BACC Group Merrill Lynch sponsored the performance of the evening. Our magicians were fantastic, and Greg was fantastic singing this evening. Thank you, Greg. Absolutely. Our bronze level sponsor, the Law Office of Kevin Buck, does a great job, great job. Our silver sponsor, you're standing in this room, you saw Mark Young speak. He's one of our most dedicated chamber members. Mark Young and the group from the Boston Burlington Marriott, thank you, sir. He talks a lot about the giving and the importance of giving, but we would not be where we are today without the absolute dedication of the senior partner of Reamer & Bronstein, Bob Buckley, and Bob continues to step forward.
I'll just say one thing, don't ever challenge me to do something.
I think he's proved that point tonight. Right, exactly. Now, the next person that I have the honor of introducing, I'm going to go ahead and say, if anybody in this room took a leap of faith with us, it's Herb Chambers. Herb Chambers took an email, a thought, a meeting from a few years back when Rick and I sat before him and told him there were going to be great things coming from the Burlington Chamber. We knew that he represented 5 very solid, different brands within the car industry. I don't think anybody in this room could say to themselves, I've never seen a Chambers dealership. We know that to be fact. If you've ever read the background of Herb Chambers, you know that he has worked on a leap of faith always. If you've read his background, he started with working in a bar with his mother. He moved on to doing A-Copy and running a very successful copy company, copy machines, selling those. He then moved on to his love, a dedication of quality for customer service, and moved on to dealerships, which quite frankly are second to none. Herb Chambers took a leap of faith with us. We are grateful for that leap. We hope that you would be proud of this evening and proud of the charities that are doing good work every day, sir, in this community and beyond. And we know that in coming years, you'll be more proud of what's coming forward. So if you'll all join me in welcoming our premier sponsor, our title sponsor for the evening, Herb Chambers.
Thanks so much. It was kind of funny last night. I was out with my partner Melissa, who we've been together for many years, and we're in town having dinner and a glass of wine. And I said, it's really an honor for me to be able to speak with you guys tonight. I said, in your wildest dreams, Melissa, can you believe that they actually chose me to do this? And she said, Herb, you're not in my wildest dreams. So on that note, it's an honor to be the presenting sponsor at this wonderful event tonight. And looking around the room, it's easy to see why Burlington is such a great place for successful businesses. And the Herb Chambers Companies is fortunate to be included in that group. It's easy to see why this has become a prime office location for so many companies, and why this is now the premier area for high-tech, research, development, and retail. Yes, Burlington is perfectly located at the crossroads of the most important highways in Massachusetts. But the real reason Burlington is booming is because of you, the business owners, civic leaders, elected officials, and proud residents. This group works together continuously to improve the climate for all you do, business or live here. It's because of you, along with the dedication and support provided by the Burlington Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you all for bringing us to this point. And thank you for your involvement with the work we begin tonight by launching the 2017 Charitable Partnership Program. Next month, it will be 28 years since I first started doing business in Burlington. We opened Herb Chambers Honda of Burlington in February of 1989. That's a long time, and during that time, I have seen how this chamber and this community has helped contribute to our success and growth. The collaborative spirit of this Chamber of Commerce has helped create an environment that fuels business success. The importance of this cannot be understated. Even the most driven business owners in the world need that type of environment to succeed. For many years, I've watched the Burlington Area Chamber of Commerce successfully promote the growth of small business, boost economic and workforce development, provide vital resources to businesses, and perhaps most importantly, facilitate community relations and partnerships that create a strong bond between business and those who live and work in our communities. Burlington is doing it right. And I know so many of you here tonight can attest to that. The Herb Chambers Companies has thrived under this optimal conditions. Our businesses are grown tremendously during the past 28 years. We now have 5 great automobile franchises right here in Burlington: Audi, Honda, Kia, MV1, which is a handicap type vehicle, and Porsche. This growth, supported by the Chamber and this wonderful business community, helped us to create many jobs, and we are fortunate to employ many of the local people. My company has approximately 2,500 employees across Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and a good number of those team members are working right here in Burlington. At our Honda dealership, we now employ 94 people. We have 85 people working at our Porsche Audi dealership and 29 people working at Herb Chambers Kia of Burlington. The success of our auto dealerships in Burlington, much like that of Burlington Area Chamber, is largely due to great people. That's why employee appreciation is a top priority at the Herb Chambers Companies. We provide extensive training and advancement opportunities. We have been listed as one of the best companies to work for by the Boston Globe for the past 8 years. Our people are motivated and can do incredible things. Just like the great employees at my dealership, the hard work and dedication of the Chamber staff and membership has truly made Greater Burlington this intersection of technology, community, and commerce. All business types have benefited from this collaborative approach, and new businesses are eager to move in. Enterprise Rent-A-Car, the world's largest rental service provider, is moving its regional headquarters here. Keurig, you know, is already here. Lutronic, now Microsoft, and the list goes on. After 28 years, I remain thrilled that Herb Chambers Companies are in Burlington. Burlington has a thriving economy, and much of its success is built upon the diverse types of industries it attracts. The region's finest healthcare technology and research and development companies are here. It's loaded with great dining, shopping, lodging, and entertainment options. Iconic franchises like located here in Burlington, such as Wegmans, Barnes & Noble, the Cheesecake Factory, and the Capitol Grill are consistently at or near the top in terms of being top volume outlets on a national basis, meaning that places like the Capitol Grill's restaurant will be most successful in Burlington than any of their other locations that they have in either Las Vegas or wherever it happens to be. Burlington is red hot, and for reasons that go well beyond its fantastic location. It all leads back to great people working together for the common good. Greater Burlington is a shining example of what caring and collaboration of the business community can do to grow an economy. Tonight, we resolve to do more, to give back and improve the quality of the life of people who live and do business here. The Burlington Area Chamber of Commerce 2017 Charitable Partnership Program will be the vehicle we can all drive to success. Together, We will help those nonprofit organizations raise awareness and money to improve the lives of underserved people and families, and to make Burlington and its surrounding communities better for all of us. Make no mistake, it's in all of our best interests as business owners and leaders to do all we can to strengthen the communities in which we do business. I can tell by the passion and energy in this room that we will make our communities even greater during 2017. Charitable giving is not an obligation, it's an opportunity. The launch of the Charitable Partnership Program gives us all an opportunity to improve this year. Through giving back, our businesses will prosper, and our bond to the people who make our success possible will be strengthened. I hope you all take full advantage of this opportunity tonight throughout 2017. Thanks a lot.
Herb, on behalf of the Burlington Area Chamber of Commerce and the Charitable Partnership Program, I would like to hand you this clock to help keep the time.
Yes.
And the time that you've been with us in Burlington, this is inscribed saying, the BACC Charitable Foundation's first annual Black Tie Gala, presenting sponsor Herb Chambers in appreciation for his continued support of the Burlington community. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's have a big round of applause for Herb Chambers. A lot of what the Chamber does and puts together happens behind the scenes. And speaking of behind the scenes, we've got dinner ready to come out. I will join you again at the podium after dinner. Please enjoy, and we will have a short video afterwards, upon which time we'll open up the floor for dancing. So please enjoy dinner now. Thank you. The tone that's been going on here tonight has talked a lot about things that happen behind the scenes. It doesn't happen on its own, and it happens as a team concept. If I could just have a moment for the board of directors to please stand up. I'm not going to name everyone's name, but please, I need you to see who our team is and how hard they work. Please, board of directors, stand up. Let's get a round of applause. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank one of the most important people in this room, my beautiful wife, Jean Marie, who missed the announcement at the Taste of Burlington. Her patience with me being out long hours, and honey, I am working when I'm out. This group works very hard, and there's a number of charities here tonight that do so as well. We're going to show a brief video in a few minutes. But I want to talk a little bit about the charities that will be the beneficiary of the Charitable Partnership Program. And this is an opportunity where the Burlington businesses came together and said, we want to show solidarity as a business community and give to some of these organizations that aren't quite as well known as some of the other ones that are out there. They range from one person that had started an organization, went for a long period of time, have grown it, and they're sharing information on how to get connections to businesses and how to grow their own charities. And I cannot tell you how hard these people work, how passionate they are about their organizations. And I would just like to call them out one by one so you can see who they are. They're here tonight. First of all, Relay for Life, Cheryl Schaffner and Julie Quinn. For those of you that don't know, Cheryl, can you stand up there, wherever you're at? That's a Relay for Life table over there. Relay for Life, for those of you that don't know, is a 12-hour event that happens where they're taking laps on the track at the Burlington High School, signifying that cancer never takes a break, a rest, whatever. They're out there raising money. It's a great organization, a lot of hard work behind the scenes there, so Relay for Life. Neurofibromatosis, see?
Sonia, you're not the only one that can say it. Karen Peluso and her team. Karen, where are you? Karen was, I shouldn't say just, she was a parent of a child that had neurofibromatosis, didn't know anything about it, got very active and involved in it. She leads a neurofibromatosis Northeast and works on advocacy and promotion and trying to find a cure. A great group. Let's give them one more hand. Neurofibromatosis. The Michelle Learning Group, we got Stephanie Daniels and her team. Stephanie, where are you at? The Michelle Learning Group is helping children and adults with autism become part of our community, part of our workforce. Really doing great work over there, and you're going to see a little bit about it on the video. Burlington Youth and Family Services, Jorge Andrade. Please stand up. He's representing Burlington Youth and Family Services. Oh, excuse me, I blew that one. Jorge is with, stay up, Burlington Education Foundation, I'm sorry. Burlington Education Foundation finds and raises money for programs that aren't included in our great school system here, that's already great. They find needs and they raise money through private donations, and it's a great team doing great things. You're going to see more about that in the video. Thank you, Jorge, and your team for being here. The Burlington Youth and Family Services, you might have heard of them before. Christine Struhan and her team over here. Burlington Youth and Family Services is doing wonders for our youth, for the parents that need help in our community, and also the families. They're an organization that's run with the town and through help with the business community, and we're happy to share what they're doing here tonight as well. And Help Us, Joyce Delianis and her team. Again, one of these organizations that started off with an idea, help me help someone. And it's grown, and it's now the month of May is the month of kindness through Joyce's efforts in helping connect people with needs and people that have the ability to help. Again, you'll see something on the video, doing great work. Thank you, Joyce. There's one last group, and they couldn't be here tonight. The UDT SEAL Association, Don Tocci, who was a long-time teacher, retired from Burlington School System, continues to be actively involved in the community. There's not an organization that hasn't seen some of the caring and gifts from Don. He actually donated tonight that lottery basket for $1,000, so $1,000 out of his pocket, even though he will not be collecting tonight. The UDT SEAL Association, you're going to hear more about them. Thank you, Don. Don is still patrolling the waters. He's actually now on a cruise ship, just keeping an eye out on the Caribbean. Without further ado, I would like to show you what we've been working on behind the scenes, and this is through a combination of the efforts from BACC and also McElroy Films.
Like a small boat on the ocean.
The Relay for Life of Burlington is one of Burlington's largest fundraising events. It brings together families, friends, students, and community members to make a difference in the fight against cancer.
Relay for Life of Burlington is a team-based event, and each team consists of 6 to 15 members who take turns walking around a track overnight for 12 hours to signify that cancer never sleeps. Relay is an event to honor cancer survivors, remember loved ones lost, and to fight back against cancer.
Neurofibromatosis is more common than cystic fibrosis and muscular dystrophy combined. It's a genetic condition that causes tumors to form on nerves anywhere in or on a person's body. It's associated with brain tumors, deafness, blindness, learning disabilities, and more. NF Northeast is determined to find effective treatments and the cure for NF.
I am Stephanie Daniels, the Executive Director of Employment Services for Neshoba Learning Group. Neshoba Learning Group is a private school and adult services program providing educational programming, community integration, and employment services for individuals with autism. From our humble beginnings in 2002, we opened our doors with 2 students in the basement of a church. From there, we have grown our program to now serve 110 students and 31 adults. Every skill that our students learn leads to a more productive life. These fundamental skills, such as communication, behaving appropriately, self-care, community integration, and job training, create a brighter future. One of our major successes is our community and our employment programs. Currently, 1/3 of our student body participates in community volunteer or employment program. Our goal is to increase these community programs for all students 18 years and older. Our ultimate measure of success is when our students land meaningful employment and feel fulfilled in the work and the contributions that he or she is making to the local community. Our greatest reward is being able to celebrate these small victories alongside them. Thank you.
My name is Christine Schruin. I'm the Director of Burlington Youth and Family Services, formerly known as the Burlington Community Life Center. We've been a town department for more than 40 years, providing mental health services and social services to residents of the town of Burlington. The counseling services we provide are for families who are raising adolescents and young adults between the ages of 9 and 25. The social services that we offer are for any residents within the town. We connect them with resources that are on the local, state, and federal level. We also have an extensive group program. Most people know about our NIPM program, National Youth Project, using mini bikes. We work with middle school kids. We also offer a Fit Girls program for 4th and 5th grade girls and a parenting group.
The Burlington Education Foundation is a Burlington treasure. BEF grants honor our talented teachers and students by providing resources that promote innovation and engagement. Public schools are a critical component of any thriving community. The BEF makes our schools, and therefore the entire community, even more exceptional. We are grateful for their support.
The Burlington Education Foundation is making a difference, one grant at a time. Community support is at the heart of BEF's mission to provide additional funding to Burlington Public Schools to promote educational excellence. Funding is made possible by our generous corporate sponsors and from seasonal fundraising events and grand prize raffles. The BEF has provided over $250,000 in support of innovative programs across all grades in Burlington Public Schools. Thanks for all you do to make Burlington a place where learning is full of possibilities.
I hope from that you can see some of the passion, some of the things that are going on behind the scene. And it doesn't happen without hard work, a passion for what they do, but also the support from people inside this room. Everyone inside this room helped contribute to what happened tonight, and the team behind it did a great job to get it here. We can't thank you enough. The charitable partnership program is just being kicked off. We will run this event on an annual basis from here on in on the weekend before the Super Bowl. So there's nothing on TV, guys. You gotta get out here. One last thing. You have a choice. every day when you select services and products from the businesses that you go to, please take a look at our sponsors. We talk all the time about BACC, we call it BACC, about standing back, about doing business in the community. But look to our sponsors. When all things are considered equal, you have to make a choice. Look at the ones that are really giving back to the community. They're here in the room, they're in the chamber, they're supporting our community, and we're very lucky to have them here, and we'll continue to be promoting the charitable partnership as we go forward. Thank you all for coming tonight.